Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome to my hobby blog. Today we are doing a pretty exciting Blu-ray haul. I haven't done one in a while, haven't bought anything in a while, and the Vinegar Black Friday sale happened. And of course I got the subscription package that I always get every month. And then I got a lot of kind of random stuff that I've been having my eyes on. And some of them are directed by people who I didn't even realize had directed those said movies. So a lot of these are kind of rewatches or ones that I've just wanted to get for a while because I already knew the director or the actor or actress, just to give a little tease. But first I'll show kind of the November package. It's the second to last package that we'll get this year. And then I have to re-up the subscription. I think I'm going to do it. So, and then I'll get into the newer releases that I got, and then kind of the leftover stuff that I ended up getting. So without much further ado, let's get into this. So this is quite a big stack. First one that I want to show is the first of the November package. This one I know nothing about. And I'll, of course, go into the details in the unboxing video for the first video of the month's playlist of kind of Vinegar Syndrome November package series. This is the film Evil Laugh. Very spooky little slipcover here. I love the look of it. I also turned it around, but I will show that in the Vinegar Syndrome unboxing video for November 2022. So I'm just going to put that up there for now. Next one is one that I am looking quite forward to. It doesn't seem as if 88 Films and Vinegar Syndrome split up special features for this release. So I'm pretty happy about that. This seems like a pretty definitive edition of this movie. But this is a Ringo Lam and Choi Hawk. Excuse me, hiccups. A Ringo Lam and Choi Hawk collaboration, directed by Ringo Lam, who has done City on Fire and many other movies that I can't really name because I haven't seen too many of them. I need to look up kind of what he's done. But this film here is in the package, and I'm quite excited for this one. It is Burning Paradise. I thought this was Jet Li, but it's not. I looked at the back to try and decide who was who, and I didn't recognize anybody. So I'm just excited to finally get more into Ringo Lam and with Choi Hawk, who had done the Once Upon a Time in China box set, which is right there. So can't be bad, right? So that is Burning Paradise. This next one is one that I heard was very hard for the company to get a hold of because nobody wanted to spend the money on this movie. And I can tell why, because it looks like a heavy studio movie. And this is the only release that uses the uncut edition. And it stars Reese Witherspoon. So that's pretty major. Don't know anything again about this movie. This is the film Freeway. I love the cover of it. I love Reese Witherspoon. I love creepy guy on the back of it, or on the side of it. And on the back, we have this really scarred person. I'm excited to see what caused that and whether it's important to the film or not. That is Freeway, and I'm not going to spend too much time on these. This one is not a, whatever it's called, a porno, I guess. I thought this would really be a Picorama edition because I got the invisible cover from way back during April Fool's. So 8 months ago, roughly. And I remember getting the slipcover, and they were like, all right, y'all, this is going to take a while. and they eventually finally did something with it. And this is for the movie, and I may have to cover up enough. It's Invisible Maniac, which you can see. It starts with her with her clothes on. I'm trying to not be censored here. You can see it's like that, and then it turns. So I can't show that for too long. I don't want to be censored here and my video taken off. But this is Invisible Maniac. And I actually have the other slipcover, which I will probably hold on to, and I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I have the Scanovo, or the, whatever it's called. I know nothing about this. I assumed it was Picorama. Apparently it is not. It is part of the package, so I'll have to be careful showing this movie when I do the unboxing. Or the unboxing and also the actual review of it. But I'm excited for it. I guess mostly because I had to buy... Well, not had to buy it, but it came with a really cool slipcover. And I ended up scoring lucky and not having FOMO, the feelings of missing out. So that's pretty nice. And the back of it looks great. Very pornographic shot showing her ass right there. But that is Invisible Maniac. I don't want to show it too long. And then the final kind of release for the package, which I am very excited for. Volume 1 came out last year, and they haven't done one since. And this is a slasher-centric box set. Volume 2 of the Homegrown Horrors box set. Homegrown Horrors box set 1 was really good. 2 of the movies I loved. 1 I didn't really like. And I never actually went through the special features. But I'll go into more details during the unboxing as I read through each plot and give my reactions. But this is going to be slasher heavy. And we also have an awesome woman guitarist. So rocking out, having fun. And you also have a lot of spooky characters here. You have the guy on top here screaming with spirals around him. You have this woman here who is screaming. You have a dead woman. You have a weird stalker, Jallo guy. You have spooky skeletons. So I'm hoping this is good. That is Homegrown Horror Volume 2. And I assume they'll do more, and hopefully not so late. These next few I'll give more time for, but this specific double release I got because I've been having a pretty fun time this month doing Doris Richmond December, where I go through all of her films. Now I'm very lucky that this and something else came in today. We're going through Volume 1 for the first half of the month, and then Volume 2 for the second half, and then Volume 3 sometime down the line, probably first half of January. But this is a non-collection of this director by Doris Richmond. This is the films Come With Me, My Love, and also Satan Was a Lady. And I'm not going to show that too long, but I absolutely love the style of this back slipcover here. This is 2 Doris Richmond films. I've seen 2 of hers already now. I saw Double Agent 73, or whatever it's called. And then, which has Chesty Morgan, who is an actress with a very large chest. I highly recommend watching Double Agent 73, but we also have Deadly Weapons, which is just as bizarre. There's a really great new commentary with Frank Henenlotter for Double Agent 73 or 71. And his commentary just made the movie. I love the movie already. I thought it was absolutely absurd and hilarious. But listening to Frank Henenlotter, one of my favorite directors of Basket Case 2, Brain Damage, Frankenhooker, all those great films. Listening to him talk about this movie and talk through every scene with somebody next to him who has never seen the movie was so much fun. But he talks about how Doris Richmond at one point went into porn. And these are the two films that she did. Come With Me, My Love, and also Satan Was a Lady. And apparently she did not film the porn scenes specifically because she did not find it tasteful. Obviously, it's not. It's a very exploitative industry, but everything else is directed by her. So I'm very tempted and curious, I guess, to see how her style of directing sort of carries over to these films. So these are the double feature of Doris Richmond, Come With Me, My Love, and Satan Was a Lady. Very excited for this. Doris December has been a lot of fun so far. This next release I got because it has Cynthia Rothrock, who I've grown to love because she is absolutely talented, a total badass, and seems like one of the chillest women ever. Listening to her interviews and listening to her commentary tracks, she is so just awesome. And this release here made it look awesome. Although the artwork for her isn't the best. But this is the Cynthia Rothrock film, Sworn to Justice. Her face here doesn't look all that well drawn, in my opinion. I don't know. But I absolutely appreciate the yin and yang Wheel of Time symbol on the back, although I do know it's a cultural thing. But as a Wheel of Time fan in me, I was very excited. I love how her leg is going through one of the dots, and also her fist is going through the other dot. So, very cool. Yeah. I do want to say that whoever does the art for these releases needs to mix it up a little, because they all look the same. I'm just grabbing one off the shelf. Talons of the Eagle, Sworn to Justice. There's an exploding car in the back. There's a big head of our main character, and then a smaller version of our character. And you can see that here in the same one. So yeah. My only complaint, because that one wasn't really a complaint, but a real complaint that I have, is that it's bottom feeding. And as they say, it's because they want to give the impression of a VHS, which I totally get. I don't blame them for that. There are people who have a lot of nostalgia for that, and I did not switch the back. But one thing I want to point out is that the amazing actor Brad Dourif is in this movie. So that's kind of what pushed me to finally get it. We also have Mako from Red Sun Rising, which I didn't really like the movie myself, but it was a good release. If you're ever curious about that film, maybe one day I'll do a review, but there's a lot of interviews and a new commentary track with Cynthia Rothrock. So I'm very excited to dive into that and to continue diving through her career. This is the final kind of new release. Everything else I got is sort of new, but this is one that I think everybody wants to know about as soon as possible. So I try to keep it somewhat close after the package. This is the new VSU. Yes, the 4th VSU release. And so far we have had Beastmaster, Cloak and Dagger, and Six String Samurai. So this is number 4 with Patrick Swayze. I have not seen this, but I've heard many good things since I guess the package has been shipped out to everybody. This is the movie Roadhouse in a very big magnetic box. I've heard this is very kind of cult film-like. Very funny, very bloody, everything. And I'll just open these now because I'm not going to review this for my package video. But you open it, and it has the little ribbon they can pull on to get everything out. And then you have the booklet, which is Patrick Swayze looking sexy as always. And then we have the actual release with the slipcover. And this is a MGM title, so the year of MGM feels like. Lots of new interviews on this release. Sam Elliott is in this movie, Patrick Swayze, as I've mentioned. Not many other people that I recognize, but I'm sure it's great. So that is Roadhouse. I'm not going to review it as part of the package because I don't want to really... I just have not reviewed these type of releases for the package. I do talk about the movies. I do recall doing a Beastmaster review, and also Six String Samurai. I know I've done because I went on for quite a while talking about that movie. And then maybe Cloak and Dagger. I think I did that one. And New York Ninja doesn't count. So that is Roadhouse. I'm excited. I hope it's good. Because so far, I guess I'm a completionist for that. For the VSUs. But this next one is a reprint. They did a new slipcover. These next three are new slipcovers, which I'm very excited for. I just finished, again, the box set of Herschel Gordon Lewis films. And I love the set as a whole. Some movies are not as good as others. Some of them are baffling in its execution and purpose. But this is the three lost films of Herschel Gordon Lewis. Linda and Abilene, The Ecstasies of Women, and Black Love. So I'm really hoping these are good movies. I'm almost done with his entire filmography. I'm not sure what is on this release. Oh, just includes theatrical trailers. So not really a expansive release, but it's a sick new slipcover. Looks great on the sides. Looks great on the back. Excuse me. So, Lost Films of Herschel Gordon Lewis. Very excited to finally have this. I've kept forgetting that they even had that release. The standalone, I think that was the first Vinegar Syndrome title that Vinegar Syndrome has ever released. But I'm not sure. I would not quote me on that. I was not around when they first started. But this is one of two Christmas-themed slipcovers that they released. I already owned both of these movies, and I did not have the slipcover because I missed out on it. One of which was a lenticular cover, just like in Invisible Maniac. So this is one for a movie that I absolutely loved. I don't have much memory of it because it's been about a year or two. I can't even remember, honestly. But this is the film, a Christmas-themed horror film. Bloodbeat. I really like these slipcovers. These are comic book designed. And you can see on the back you have the killer. And you have the kind of art panels. I know that a lot of people were not happy with these kind of designs. They thought it didn't just look fine. But to me, I think these are great. Stop it, Ted. What's the matter? It's like she's in the room right now. This is a great movie. That's all I remember. So that is Bloodbeat, the new slipcover. Next is one I'm very excited for because the lenticular slipcover for this movie is insanely expensive, and I was never going to buy it. But this is a movie that I have watched many times since buying it, I think last Black Friday. And I absolutely love this movie. It's amazing. Maybe one day I'll do a full review of this, but I've already gone through this release, all the interviews, everything. So this is the amazing, amazing horror comedy, Tammy and the T-Rex with the slipcover, the new slipcover. So I already had the standalone 4K of this, so I'm really happy to be able to get two movies I already owned a new slipcover, and I can now put them with my slipcover section. So I love Tammy and the T-Rex. It is very funny. Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite is in it. I don't know the actor's name. Denise Richards is in this movie. I love her. I've always had a crush on her ever since I saw her in 007. And then we also have Paul Walker. Both of these actors that I've just mentioned, Denise Richards and Paul Walker, this was their first film. Denise Richards talks about it in an interview, how they were both went on to do huge movies and became Hollywood actors, and especially Paul Walker with the Fast and the Furious movies, and Denise Richards with the James Bond movies, and whatever else she was in. This movie is just so much fun. I can't talk too much about it. The more spoilers you know, the less enjoyable it is, I think. But if you're in a group of people, this is the ultimate party movie. So that is Tammy and the T-Rex with the new slipcover. Now on to partner labels. I didn't get many of them, but I got the ones that I think everybody assumed I would get. The first one I got because it's a horror film taking place during December, Christmas. And they say this is an anthology film, so I'm very excited now. This is Deathcember, a Christmas-themed anthology film. Now I like how there's a foot here, I guess, to indicate somebody has hung themselves. It's a very uplifting holiday imagery. And on the back, it's pretty, not basic, but pretty, there's a word I'm looking for, but I can't think of it. It has Merry Christmas on the top. So yeah, Christmas-themed anthology movie. I'm excited. This is Deathcember. I know nothing about it. I'll go in blind. This next one I'll do, I guess, unspoiled. But this is a movie I got because the director, Eloy de la Iglesia, I've been getting into his movies lately. I can't think specifics, but there's been a few where after I finish it, I see that the director is Eloy. And finally, I realized going on his letterbox that he had directed this movie. I never got it because of the slipcover. And this is the movie directed by Eloy de la Iglesia. Pals! Obviously, I skimmed past this when I first saw it on the website, and I was like, what is this? I don't have any interest in that. I don't know what that is. And, of course, the back. I can't really explain myself because I'm a pretty big fan of cinema. And so the more kind of connections that I make and the more familiarity that I can have with certain directors or genres or anything, I like to explore. So this director, we'll see what other movies he has done. They don't say it on the back. Dang. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. This is Pals by Eloy de la Iglesia. And then down to the last two. This next one I got because it's a Gaspar Noé film starring Dario Argento. It's a recent film that was just made. I remember when it was announced, and I was very excited. And I really liked the box design. This is the film by Gaspar Noé, or no, Vortex, a movie about dementia and elderly people. So I'm sure this will be a very not depressing movie at all. I am a little nervous about that, but we'll see how it goes. This is like the only movie that Dario Argento has ever acted in. So I recall him talking during the interviews for this press tour how he was completely uncomfortable being an actor and that he never done it before. And he said having a very small cast for this movie helped a lot. And that Gaspar Noé, his friend, was a very great director in directing him. So we shall see how this goes. I really love the artwork, how it's just like a confusing mess. And you see it here, it's almost symmetrical, right down the middle. But this one I may do a review for, just on a random day. But very excited for this. I'm almost done collecting all of Gaspar Noé's films. But first, we have to, I guess, shame Vinegar Syndrome just a little bit. I don't think it's the fault, actually, because it's been very cold around here. And I've just realized that the way that they design these box sets, there's bubbles inside them. And I think one of these bubbles may have burst and lifted the box. And I'm talking about the Films of Doris Richmond, Volume 3. But, you can see here. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see that. There's a big rift kind of up and down. You can kind of see with the shadows. But, yeah, I'm a little disappointed on that. Again, I'm going through Doris December right now. And these are some of the last movies that she's ever done. And so it just kind of sucks that the box kind of got fucked up. But I guess I'll send them an email and send them the picture that I have and ask them for a replacement. It's not like they don't need to replace, I guess, the entire package. It's just the outer box. So that's another box that I'll just have laying around, just like with Invisible Maniac. So, yeah, that's it for today. The Severin package, I think, is coming soon. I just got a notification for it. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and I guess I'll do the unboxing video very shortly. See you guys soon.